Shah, and I'm going to be talking about the effects of social media on someone who, today. And I'm going to be saying this as someone who was born in an age of technology. And when most people think of social media, they think it's all bad, negative, there's nothing good about it. And that it's ruining our generation as well as future generations, which just isn't true. There are also positives as well as negatives. Social media connects people online, spreads awareness, helps build community, informs and educates us about what's going on in the world. And in my personal experience, I wouldn't know half the things I know about the world today if it wasn't for social media. And I know this is true for most teenagers as well. Being connected online is important nowadays for all ages because it makes it simple for all of us to interact with another and build a community online, which helps us be more social as well. Social media brings so many different people together. Through TikTok, Instagram, Snapchat, Instagram, Twitter, and so many more social media apps that we're able to see today. And back to social media keeping us educated and informed, many small businesses use social media to expand their marketing. Around 76% of businesses do that nowadays. And many people also use social media to support their causes. And it's to support their causes and express ourselves through social media, because social media is our way where we can talk about whatever we want without worrying about what other people are going to say. And we can also meet our own groups of people by doing this, people who share the same ideas as us. Social media also spreads awareness across many different groups of people, people who spread their personal stories and videos, and we also hear about them talking on the news. And as I said earlier, also helps many stores get awareness about them and their products so people can learn about them, which can also help with many teenagers and adults with their social anxiety. By starting to post themselves online, it can help them be more confident and open in their life and online. Social media isn't something that only teenagers use. Teenagers and young adults use. People of all ages can use social media. They can use it to check on their friends, their family, and they can use it to pursue their own interests. They can use it to check on what they're interested in, and there's so many things you can do on social media. Now, these were all the pros of social media and what's beneficial for us to have it in our daily lives. However, there are a few cons and why more people tend to be against social media than for. So a few examples are social isolation, cyberbullying, exposure, and addiction. Starting with the most common that most people worry about is addiction to social media and always being on your phone and glued to it. And while this is a big issue by itself, it is not the biggest issue with being addicted to your phone. Being glued to your phone can cause negative body image, the fear of missing out, and envy toward other people you don't even know, and people you do know. And you're always worried about what they're doing, and this is especially true for younger kids, because those younger kids that get exposed to social media too young, they're worried that they're not using the right products, that they don't look how they're supposed to look, and they're not wearing what they're supposed to wear, because their idol is someone 10 years older than them, and they shouldn't have to be worrying about this. And this causes unrealistic standards for them, and it starts to impact them in the long run and cause many social media addictions, depression, and other problems. Around 13 to 66% of young kids on social media have depression. Another con of social media is cyberbullying. Cyberbullying, especially in teenagers and young adults, can give them depression and seriously decrease their mental health, which is also related to social isolation, which is instead of going out all the time, you're in person, you're always on your phone, and you're glued to it. And it means you stay isolated and withdrawn. Having a lack of privacy online is another con, and the last con I'm going to be talking about today. On social media, whether you post or not, your life is always going to be public. People are always going to know what you're doing. And most social media apps have a type of way for them to see what you're doing all the time, which makes people uncomfortable. And it also makes you vulnerable as well, because especially for people post, because you're vulnerable to hacking and identity thefts, which is worse for influencers whose entire life is online. And these are all the points as to why I agree that social media is extremely beneficial, and also why it's not an unnecessary and an added struggle to our daily lives. Thank you. I didn't do the rest.
Guys.
That's good.
Okay, what's happening?
Okay, I thought.
Recording?
No, yes, I am.
Yanushka, do you have any change in the sweater?
Oh shoot.
Also, can I go
Can you not turn it off?
and raid for you? What are you doing?
I'm sorry.
Okay guys, I gotta leave. Bye.
Bye.
Who's going next? 'Cause I think my sister.
Why? What is happening?